Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Britain Baseball and Softball Complex. If you couldn't make it out tonight, we appreciate you joining us here on Rocktail YouTube. We got U14 action tonight against Volga. A little tune-up week before our state tournament hosted here in Britain. We have one game here tonight and then one on Thursday in Volga with a third, if necessary, down there, also Thursday night. Want to go ahead right away and thank all of our yearly sponsors that make these live streams possible. North Star, Federal Credit Union, Highway 10 in Britain. Health First Chiropractic, Main Street in Britain, as well as an office in Sisseton. Bolt Marketing, Full Circle Ag, Tomorrow's Vision Today. Glenn and Penny Banky with Banky Sand and Gravel, 448-8521. Matt Folkman with Grade 8 Transportation. Heinbuck Potatoes. Northern Gold Logistics. Down in Langford, County Line Seed with Precision Planting. C&W Transfer. Scott's Lumber, Highway 10, Britain. First Savings Bank, Main Street, Britain. Hillary at HH Design. Sand Lake Sales. Venture Communications, your fiber internet provider. MJ Rabick with Metabolic Hoops Academy, 702-325-4267 to get a game plan together to up your game. And of course, the Britain Baseball and Softball Association, thanks all so much for helping sponsor these live streams. Thanks once again for joining us here tonight, and welcome to the Bolt Marketing pregame show. Had a chance to get mic'd up warm-ups once again here in our U14 action. Had a chance to visit with Bladen Downs. Here's what he had to say. Okay, we're live here pregame, starting was kind of our region tournament against Volga in the best of 3 series. First game here tonight, and then on the road on Thursday for a second game and third if needed. Here in mic'd up warm-ups with Bladen Downs of the U14 squad. How you feeling tonight?
Good.
So it's been a pretty good season, and some ups and some downs, but how are you feeling overall about the season in general?
It hasn't been that bad. We've had some rough games though.
So what do you think it's going to take tonight to beat Volga?
We're gonna have to have some good pitchers. We're gonna have to be able to put the bat on the ball, or ball on the bat.
For sure, when you're up there at the plate, you seem to do pretty well on getting the bat on the ball and kind of getting it where it needs to be. What's your favorite part about the game, and where do you like to play?
I usually play bench, but I like third.
You like third?
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we'll get to see you out there tonight. Hopefully you guys come away with a win tonight, but great job so far this season, and good luck tonight.
Thanks.
All right, we're live pregame here at home in Britain. It's been a while since we've played. How are we feeling about tonight's home game?
Just glad to get these boys back out on the field. Like I said, it's been over a week since they've played. Of course, we had a big U17 state tournament in between. A few of these guys went down and helped those boys too, just as kind of backup. But no, it's really good to get back out. Of course, you know, we host state next weekend, so we don't have to play a regional game, but we wanted to, and we want to play some of the best in the state, and that's what we're doing tonight. Volga here is a darn good team, very similar record to us. I think they're 24-7 or something like us, but they play some big teams, so looking for some good baseball tonight.
Yeah, and chatting before this, you had mentioned this actually is not the team from Volga that will be playing in the state tournament if we meet them there, but should be a good tune-up game here tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. This is Volga White. They have 2 teams in Volga, which is different for VFW to have 2 teams in one city, but they came up with that, must have been last year or this year. No, this is Volga White. Like I said, Volga Navy is the one that is actually be in our state tournament. But yeah, this will be a good tune-up. They've got 3 really solid pitchers. They hit just under 300 as a team, so they're batting. We're gonna have to pitch to bats. But yeah, it's neat. So we got the 1 game tonight here in Britain, and then on Thursday we have it's possibly a doubleheader down in Volga. 3-game series. We're hoping we win the first 2. We don't have to play that 3rd one, but we're gonna go with Drew on the hill right away tonight. Luke's gonna catch him, and then so there's a little bit of gameplay. The reason I mentioned the doubleheader in 2 days, so we could go 40 pitches with Drew, could bring Chaz in and go 40 pitches, and they can both still pitch the next 2 days down the road. So there's going to be a little bit of coaching strategy as we go, but if Drew's just rolling out there, then I don't see why we would take him off either.
Yeah, hopefully that is the case. A lot of buzz around town about Britain baseball hosting the state tournament. What are you looking forward to most about bringing these teams here?
The crowd, our crowd. We just went down to Platte and we had more bigger crowd there than Platte did. So we travel well. I can't wait to put on a state tournament here. Should be some good baseball. Garrettson's a great team coming up here to play. I'm trying to think who else now. Not Emory Ethan. Scotland Minnow is also a very good team. I see they're already winning their region games. Very good team. So we'll have some good baseball then. Hopefully we can put on a show for everybody ourselves.
Yeah, always great to see some good baseball here as we end out the season and get ready for fall. Let's play some baseball. Please help me welcome our umpires for tonight's game. Behind the plate, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Ty Sieber, and working the bases, our very own TJ Hagen. A look at the starting lineups for tonight's contest for Volga. Extra hitter leading off, Cooper Teskey, Damon Eaker, Kate Hauk, Luke Langland, Tegan Mode, Brendan Moe, Ashton Warney, Jameson Tunderup, Colton Hookie, Coy Neiman. Extra players, Harvey Hart, Deacon, Koima, and Parker Top. Defensively for your Lumberjacks. On the mound tonight, number 35, Drew Heitman. The man behind the plate, number 2, Luke Bussey. Playing first base, number 3, Liam Peters. At second base, Carter Groby. Playing short tonight, Mr. Jack Tevedal. Over at third, Max Souther. That completes your infield. Out in left field tonight, Mr. Joseph O'Brien. Out in center, Bowen Maiko. And rounding out your lineup tonight in right field, Levi Mills. All right, we are set and ready to go here. Should be a good night of baseball, as you heard Coach Bussey saying there. A little bit of a tougher Volga team than what probably we'll see in the state tournament. I'm assuming this is their Class A team, and we'll see their Class B team in the state tournament. We'll try to catch as much of the action here as we can for you. Doing double duty announcing as well. Leading off for Volga, Cooper Teskey. Strike delivered. 1-1 is the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Drew had him reaching for that one. I got an extra headset. Fouled off into the net there. Ball low, 2-2 now. Fouled off down the third baseline. Batter stays alive. Hit to shallow left, gets over the head of Tevedal. That'll be a leadoff single. A leadoff single for Teskey. Now batting number 8, Damon Eaker. Drew charges the bunt. Throw to first, got him out. Throw back over to third. Almost in time, but he's in there safe. Heitman charges the bunt to make the play, first out. Now at the plate, Cade Hauk. 52. That's a football number. Hit out to center, Bowen on the run, camps out and makes a catch. He was teasing the runner, wanted him to go. He was ready to gun him out. 2 outs. Now batting, Luke Langland. Number 31. Oh, thank you, net. Kind of forgot the net was there. I thought it was coming through the window. Ball outside, 1-1. Runner on third, 2 outs. Here in the top of 1. Ball low. Strike delivered. 2-2 the count. Ball outside, full. Fouled off the plate, batter stays alive. Swing and a miss. Drew sits him down. Heitman wheels and deals a third strike to get the final out of the inning. 1 stranded, no runs scored. Tied up at 0, headed to the bottom of 1. Your U17 squad ended their season with a 4th place finish at state, and they came away with the Sportsmanship Award down there, which is a big honor, voted on by umpires, coaches, and others. And that's based on sportsmanship of not only the players, but the coaches as well and the fans. And Britain traveled well, certainly, as you heard Coach Bussey in the pregame interview. And so big time honor there for U17 squad to come away with that one. I can certainly smell football season around the corner. And Mr. Ryan Knack and his crew already have the field looking good. Lots of green grass out there. And actually, next week, the boys start practice right before the U14 state tournament gets rolling. As you see here, the scoreboard got an update thanks to the Britton Heckler Booster Club. Nice lettering up top there. And we're set to roll at the Hugh. Here's a look at the football schedule this year. They start things off with a home game. First time in like 3 or 4 years that Hamlin travels to Britain. And then they hit the road against Leola Frederick. So 2 tough ones to start the year off. And then they'll come back home to face Redfield, and you can see the rest of the schedule there. And Jack Tevedal to lead things off here for your Lumberjacks with Liam Peters on deck. On the mound for Volga, number 8, Damon Eaker. Leading things off for your Lumberjacks, number 14, Jack Tevedal. Mm-hmm. Two balls, no strikes now. The ball certainly coming fast. But to see, whoo, there's a strike. How quick the boys can get the bat around tonight. Strike 2, don't know that we've seen necessarily a pitcher this fast yet this year. There's a swing and a miss. First out. Coming to the plate, number 3, Liam Peters. Bat on the ball, hit down the first baseline, into the first baseman's glove, second out. Now batting, pitcher number 35, Drew Heitman. Whew. Big swing there. Bat on the ball, hit out to deep right. That's going to roll over the head of the right fielder. He's on his way around second, headed to third. And he'll be in there. A 2-out triple for Heitman. Now at the plate, number 38, Chaz Viator. Strike one delivered there. Swing and a miss, strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. One stranded, no runs scored, tied up at 0, headed to the second. All right, we're going to grab a quick break here as well, and we'll be right back with more Lumberjack Baseball on Rockdale YouTube. All right, welcome back to Lumberjack Baseball, tied up at 0 here, headed to the second. Leading things off for Volga in the second, number 10, Tegan Mode. Yep. Ball low. Foul ball frenzy. Bring that back to the Crow's Nest for $5 cash. Sponsored by Max Creamy Open 11 to 9, where you can get great food and delicious treats. Bat on the ball, hit to Drew. He knocks it down, throws it over to first for the first out. Ball knocked down by Heitman for the first out. Now batting, number 3, Brendan Moe. Nice hustle. Bo on the run, retreating, lost track of it. It drops. Runner on his way to second. He'll get it into the cutoff. A double for Mo. Now batting, number 28, Ashton Warney. Two 0 the count here to the batter. Drew checks the runner. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 2-1 now with one out. And the runner's still standing at second. Fouled back into the net. 2-2. Whoo. Foul ball hit hard on the third baseline. That sucker curved over third base and landed foul. Right? Ball just a bit outside. Full count. Full count pitch on the way. Misses low. Runners now at first and second with one out. Now batting, number 23, Jamison Tanderup. Gets through third and short. Run will score. A Tanderup single scores a Volga run. Now batting, number 9, Colton Hookie. Strike delivered. Ball in the dirt. 1-1. Fouled back into the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Throw back to second. Kind of bounces into center field. Bo will catch up to it. Runner will stay put. I think we had a step on him there if we could have completed the throw. Fouled back into the net. Just misses high. 2-2 the count. Ball low. Full count. That one popped up. Max Souther comes over, camps out, makes a catch for the second out. Caught by Souther for the second out. Now batting number 13, Coy Neiman. Throw down to third. Oh, pops out of Souther's glove. Runner advances to third. So runners at the corners now with 2 outs. Lumberjacks trail 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Fouled off. Must have hit the light pole. That ball bounced back into the field. 1-1 now. That one fouled back. That'll get out. That one good for a freezy at the concession stand. One and two now the count. Drew shakes off 2 different pitches. Gets what he wants. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Drew sits him down. Heitman deals strike 3 for the final out. 2 stranded, 1 run scores, 1-0. Lumberjacks trail headed to the bottom of 2. All right, back in action here. Max Suther to lead things off for your Lumberjacks. They trail 1-0. No outs on the board. Leading things off for your Lumberjacks, number 30, Max Suther. Fouled off down the first baseline. Ball inside. Ball high, 2-1. Ball 3. Strike delivered, full count. Swing and a miss. Oh, foul tip. Too bad we didn't have a runner on there. Leadoff runner. Leadoff walk for the Lumberjacks. Now batting catcher number 2, Luke Bussey. Max back in time. Kind of tricky with the left-handed pitcher here. Can't get as big of a lead probably at first. Bunt attempt there, fouled back into the net. Another throwback. Max gets back in time. Strike delivered on the bunt attempt. Throw down from the catcher. Max gets back in time. Pitch on the way. Ball high. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First out there. Coming to the plate, center fielder number 16, Bowen Maiko. Fouled back into the net. Throwback. Gets caught. Slips up there. Running back to first. Gets him on the tag. Be out number 2. Ball high, 1-1. Ball low. Three and one now. Swing and a miss, full count. Ball inside. Lumberjacks with another base runner. Micah will take a walk down to first. Now batting, number 15, Levi Mills. Throw down from the catcher. Bo back in time. I don't know for sure. Swing and a miss there. Ball inside. That one popped up. Pitcher running over. Catcher camps out. Ooh, makes a catch. Almost popped out of his glove. One stranded, no runs scored. We're headed to the third with a 1-0 score. All right, we're back here for third inning action. 1-0 lead for Volga. Leading things off for Volga at the top of the order, number 2, Cooper Teskey. Just misses low. Ball 2. Strike delivered, 2-1. Three one. Strike 2, full count. Call, third strike. Heitman sits him down. Heitman sits the leadoff batter down at the call, third strike. Now batting number 8, Damon Eaker. Foul ball frenzy, brought to you by Zastro Sales and Service. Bring that back to the Crow's Nest for $5 cash. That one's good for a freezy at the concession stand. Caught out in left field by O'Brien for the second out in the third inning. Now batting number 52, Cade Hauk. Ball 1 delivered. Got to get a fist bump from Dr. Michael. Nice work. That one good for a freezy at the concession stand. Ooh, Drew just gets out of the way of that one. Hit hard. Single. Runner at first with 2 outs. Now at the plate, number 31, Luke Langland. Strike delivered, throw down to second. Is in there, but not in time. Runner in safe. I think so. Ball low. Huge secondary lead for the Volga runner out at second. Hit out to deep left. Bo catches up to it. Run will score. Tevedal, the cutoff man. A double for Langland, scores a run. Now at the plate, number 10, Tegan Mode. Swing and a miss, strike one. Here comes the sun out there. Bat on the ball. Hit through, gets through. Runner coming around third. Joseph gets it into the cut to Souther. Run will score. A single for Mode. Coming to the plate, catcher number 3, Brendan Moe. Ball high, throw down to second. Gets past and gets through. Runner takes off for third. Jack chases it down, throw over to third. Runner will get through. 2 outs here. Runner on third. Have a mound visit. And a quick one at that. Ball in the dirt gets past. Heitman covering. Safe. So that's 4-0 lead for Volga now. No runners to worry about anymore. Ooh, rocket hit past third. Gets past Dorn into left field. And a single for Volga. Now batting number 28, Ashton Warney. You didn't give me numbers. Popped up to shallow center. Tevedal retreats, makes the catch. Tevedal makes the catch for the final out. One stranded. We're headed to the bottom of 3 with a 4-0 score. All right, headed to the bottom of 3 here. Lumberjacks need to put some on the board. We want to thank all of our sponsors once again. North Star Federal Credit Union, Health First Chiropractic, Bolt Marketing, Full Circle Ag, Benke Sand and Gravel, Grade 8 Transportation, Heinbuck Potatoes, Northern Gold Logistics, County Line Seed with Precision Planting, C&W Transfer, Scott's Lumber, First Savings Bank, HH Design, Sand Lake Sales, Venture Communications, Metabolic Hoops Academy, and Britain Baseball and Softball Association. Here's a look earlier today around the noon hour at what goes into taking care of the field. Mr. Richter out there growing and mowing, as they say. Had a push mower going at the time with the rider out there and dragging the fields. And as you can see, the base is pulled. A lot of work goes in out here daily, and a lot of credit to him and whoever helps him out from time to time. But Beautiful looking facility we have here thanks to a lot of volunteer work. Leading things off for your Lumberjacks in the bottom of 3, number 32, Carter Groby. Ball in the dirt. Joseph O'Brien on deck. And that'll be the bottom of the order. So the Lumberjacks will get through the order here. Another ball delivered. 2-0. Strike there, 2-1. Bet on the ball. Foul ball frenzy. Bring that back to the Crow's Nest for $5 cash. Sponsored by Adrian and Ty Fleas. Ball in the dirt there, gets to the backstop. Full count. Call, third strike. Now batting number 23, Joseph O'Brien. Ball inside. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Strike 2. And call, third strike for the second out. Coming to the plate, shortstop, number 14, Jack Tevedal. Ball high. See if we can get some 2-out magic going. Strike delivered, 1-1. Bat on the ball. Oh, gets past the second baseman. That'll be a single for Tevedal. Now batting number 3, Liam Peters. Ball high. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Jack goes. Catcher hesitates. Jack stands up into second. 2-1 the count. Runner on second, 2 outs. Lumberjacks trail 4-0 here in the bottom of 3. Oh, Called third strike. Did look a little low from up here. Lumberjacks strand 1, score 0. 4-0 is our score, headed to the top of 4. Little Hulkster tribute here at the baseball field tonight. All right, brothers, it's time for the 4th inning. Leading things off for Volga, number 23, Jamison Tanderup. Fouled off. Interesting. I don't think that hit the plate. At any rate, strike 1. Strike 2. Heitman shakes off the pitch, gets what he wants. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Whew. Had to reach for that one. Connects, but foul ball. Oh, 2 here. Another foul. I think we said it earlier, too. I'd be playing a little closer to that line. That's 2 right down it. It was high. Batter lays off. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Heitman deals strike 3. Now batting number 9, Colton Hookie. Ball low. 2-0. Three 0. Strike delivered. 3-1 now. Let's see if Drew can work his way back in. Strike 2, full count. Bat on the ball, gets through. It'll be a single. Now batting at the bottom of the order, number 13, Coy Neiman. Ball delivered, throw down a second, gets through, backed up by Tevedal. Again, pretty good pitching here tonight from Heitman. Just some simple errors that have gotten away from us. And Volga puts the bat on the ball pretty well, too. Pitch on the way. Ball. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out and a runner at second. Three 0. Be a 4-pitch walk. Runners at first and second. Looks like Chaz Viator warming up in the outfield. Now at the plate, number 2, Cooper Teskey. Strike 1 delivered. Bat on the ball, hit out to right. Levi on the run. It drops in front of him. It'll be a single, and the bases will be loaded. Coming to a pretty salty part of the lineup here for Volga. Now at the plate, number 8, Damon Eaker. Mound visit. We're going to grab a quick break. We'll be right back.
Give me Vaughn. You mean Rick Vaughn? Yeah. He's pitching to Beck, not Parkman.
He wants the righty! The vile thing! The grab your throat and choke thing!
Blow it out your ass, lard mouth.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh my God, it's him. Crank it, Jerry.
Oh no! Not the goddamn song again! The bad seed is back! It's Wild Thing!
All right, Chaz Vietor will take the mound. Drew Heitman will be your man behind the plate now. 1 out, and the base is loaded. Damon Eaker at the plate for Volga. Strike delivered. Just misses outside. 1-1. Bat on the ball. Tevedal grabs it. Throw home, gets past Heitman. Chaz has to cover. Out at home. So we save 1 run. 1 run scores. Coming to the plate, number 52, Cade Hauk. Bat on the ball, gets through third and short. Joseph will catch up to it. 1 run scores, and 2 runs will score. Out at second. Two-run score, and then the throwdown from Heitman to second for the final out. We head to the bottom of 4 with a score of 7-0. All right, back here for bottom of 4. Lumberjacks trail 7-0. Leading things off in the bottom of 4 for your Lumberjacks, catcher number 35, Drew Heitman. Ball 1 outside. Foul tip, 1-1. Bat on the ball there, hit out to center, over the center fielder's head. That'll hit the fence. Drew on his way to second, and he'll stand up double there. A stand-up double for Heitman. Now batting number 38 pitcher, Chaz Viator. So that's a triple and a double for Heitman so far here tonight. That is popped up sky high to left. Lands fair. And wisely, I guess, Heitman stays put. The sky high single for Chaz. Now batting number 30, Max Souther. Ball outside. Ball low. 2-0. 2 on here for the Lumberjacks, no outs. Foul ball frenzy, brought to you by Dizzy Blondes, Main Street, Britain. Bring that back to the Crow's Nest for $5 cash. Fouled back into the net there. Two the count to Max. Bat on the ball. Hit to the second baseman. He'll flip it to second for the out. Max beats it out. Safe at second. A single for Souther loads the bases. Now batting number 2, Luke Bussey. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Coming to the plate, center fielder number 16, Bowen Maiko. Ball inside. One and one. Got quite the game going on with all the little kids on the north field. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here and bases loaded. Strike 3. That'll be the second out. Now batting right fielder number 15, Levi Mills. Good for a freezy at the concession stand. Bat on the ball out to left. Left fielder comes over, makes the catch for the final out. Lumberjacks strand 3, score 0. Our score 7-0. Ball 1 delivered here, top of 5. Lumberjacks trail 7-0. Stranded 3 in that last inning, but at least we're putting the bat on the ball here and getting some hits. Ball 2. Bat on the ball there. Tevedal stops it. Throw to first for the out. Tevedal stays with it and makes the first out of the inning. Now batting, number 10, Tegan Mode. Ball outside. Bat on the ball there. Groby grabs it. Peters has to come off, but makes the tag. Stopped by Groby, tagged out by Liam Peters at first for the second out. Now batting number 3, Brendan Moe. Strike 1 delivered. Bat on the ball there, gets past Suther at third. O'Brien catches up and he'll get it in. Now batting number 28, Ashton Warney. Courtesy runner number 1, Harvey Hart. Two outs here. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner standing on second. Ball outside, 2-0. Bat on the ball there. Grabbed by Souther. Throw over to first in time for the out. Stop made by Souther. Throw over to first for the final out. We're headed to the bottom of 5, 7-0. Leading things off in the bottom of 5 for your Lumberjacks, number 32, Carter Groby. Carter takes ball 1 high. One and one. Bunt laid down, rolls foul. Swing and a miss there. Strike 3. Coming to the plate, left fielder, number 23, Joseph O'Brien. Joseph takes ball 1. Hit back to the pitcher. Toss over, second out. Coming to the plate, shortstop, number 14, Jack Tevidal. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Strike two. High pitch. Strike three. 3 up, 3 down, headed to the top of 6 with a 7-0 score. Want to wish a happy 8th birthday to a Mr. Trey Rabick. Leading things off for Volga in the top of 6, number 23, Jamison Tanderup. Oh, no, it's the next kid, number 9, is still in there. Gets out of the way of that for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 the count. Ball high, 2-1. Ooh, rocket hit out to right. Leadoff single for Tanderup. Now batting number 9, Colton Hookie. Big off attempt there. Runner back in time. Ball inside. Strike delivered, 1-1. A balk there. Runner will advance to second. 1-1 our count still. Bet on the ball. Groby makes a play over to first for the out. Runner advances to third. can't freaking hear what his name is. Ball one low. Harvey. Oh, this is Harvey. Had the other kid wrong on the courtesy runner. Chaz has to cover. Runner coming. Ooh. Ball popped out of his glove. That'll be 8-0. Somebody get those kids a Happy Meal. Ball in the dirt. 3-0 the count. Chaz kind of messing with that hand. I think he got hit when he covered home there. Strike delivered. 3-1. Bat on the ball. Tevidal makes a stop. Thrower to first for the out. Stop made by Tevidal and throw over to first for the second out. Now batting at top of the order, number 2, Cooper Teskey. Ball high. Ball in the dirt, 2-0. Looks good there, but misses. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk. Now batting pitcher number 8, Damon Eaker. Ooh, got him. Pick off at third. Viator picks the runner off at first for the final out. 1 run scores. We're headed to the bottom of 6, 8-0. All right, Liam Peters leading things off. Strike one delivered. Here in the bottom of 6. 8-0 our score. Ball 1-1. Ball high. 2-1 to Liam with Drew on deck. Oh, delayed strike call there. 2-2. Foul tip. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Coming to the plate, catcher number 35, Drew Heitman. Drew with a double and a triple here tonight. That would be awesome. Fouled back into the net. 1-1. Chaz Viator on deck. Another ball. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Ball high. Full count to Drew. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out number 2. Now batting pitcher number 38, Chaz Viator. Foul ball frenzy, brought to you by Jill and Brian Zelke. Bring that back to the Crow's Nest for $5 cash. Hit foul down the third baseline. Chaz takes the ball high, 1-2. Max Stuther on deck. Another ball, 2-2. Called third strike will end the inning. No runs scored. Headed to our final inning of play, 8-0 score. We are heading to the 7th, right? Okay. Back here for the final inning of play tonight. 8-0 Lumberjacks trail against Volga here. And we'll be headed down to Volga on Thursday to continue this best of 3. Pitching change for your Lumberjacks on the mound, number 2, Luke Bussey. Chaz Vieter will move over to first. Ball 1 in the dirt. Tevedal makes the play for the first out. Now at the plate, number 52, Cade Hauk. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One and 1 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Foul tip. Batter stays alive. Oh. That one hit foul. Two the count to the batter. Fouled back into the net. Or off the pole, rather. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Throw down from Heitman to first for the out. Strike 3 with the throwdown from Heitman for the second out. Now at the plate for Volga, number 7, Deacon Koima. Must have hit Drew in the throat there. Off the bounce. Ball high. Nice snag by Heitman. Hit foul. Two balls, one strike to Koima. Ball low and inside. 3-1. Strike delivered. Full count. Ball 4 in the dirt. Coming to the plate for Volga, number 1, Parker Top. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 2-1 the count. 2 outs, runner on first. Oh. Foul tip. Drew takes one in the mask. And he needs a minute here. He is laughing it off at least. Two the count to the batter. Ball high. Full count. Ball high. Runners at first and second. Coming to the plate, catcher number 3, Brendan Moe. Fouled back into the net. Ball in the dirt. Runners will advance. 1-1. Ball in tight. Batter ducks out of the way. 2-1. Ball in the dirt. Runners will stay put. 3-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bussy sits the final batter down. We're headed to the bottom of 7. 8-0 our score. So the Lumberjacks need at least 8 to tie, 9 to walk it off here. I believe I'll have the live stream Thursday down in Volga, but keep an eye on our Rockdale Facebook page to see updates there. Harvest days this weekend in Britain, plenty to take in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Check the Britain Area Chamber of Commerce page for all the fun activities going on. Want to thank all of our live stream sponsors here: North Star Federal Credit Union, Health First Chiropractic, Bolt Marketing, Full Circle Ag, Benke, Sand and Gravel, Grade 8 Transportation, Einbuck Potatoes, Northern Gold Logistics, County Line Seed with Precision Planting, C&W Transfer, Scott's Lumber, First Savings Bank, HH Design, Sand Lake Sales, Venture Communications, Metabolic Hoops Academy, and Britain Baseball and Softball Association. Pitching change for Volga here in the final inning. Number 52, Kate Hauk, taking the mound. Pitching change for Volga on the mound, number 52, Kate Hauk. Leading things off for your Lumberjacks, number 30, Max Souther. Strike 1 delivered. Ball outside. 1-1. High pitch there. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Foul tip into the fence. Ball outside. Ball low, full count. And we'll have a leadoff walk. Suther will take a walk down to first. Now batting number 17, Bladen Downs. Max gets back under the tag. Ball high. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 1-1. Ball outside. 2-1. Ball low in the dirt. Max will advance to second. Strike two called. Full count. Swing and a miss. Strike three. First out. Coming to the plate, center fielder, number 16, Bowen Michael. So Max out on second, 1 out. 8-0 our score. Strike one delivered. See if the Lumberjacks can put up at least one here and avoid the shutout. Strike two. Ball low. 1-2 the count. Foul tip there, stays alive. Bat on the ball, gets through first and second. Max advances to third. A single for Michael. Now batting number 15, Levi Mills. Out at second on the steal attempt. Second out. Bat on the ball. Gets through, hits second base. Run will score. A Lumberjack run crosses the plate and a single from Levi Mills. Coming to the plate, number 32, Carter Groby. That's awful close to a balk. He takes like a little half step almost before he throws it. Carter takes strike 1, 2-1 the count. Strike 2, 2-2. Popped up there towards third. And that'll be the final out of our game. 8-1, your final score. That'll be the final out of your ball game. 8-1, our final. We'll see you Thursday night down in Volga for more Britain versus Volga action. Thanks for coming out to the Britain Baseball and Softball Complex. Please find any trash around you and find a garbage can for it. Drive home safe. Thanks all for tuning in tonight. If you couldn't make the trip down to the fields, keep an eye on our Rocktail Facebook page to see where and when we'll be next. I want to thank all of our live stream sponsors, North Star Federal Credit Union, Health First Chiropractic, Bolt Marketing, Full Circle Ag, Banky Sand and Gravel, Grade 8 Transportation, Heinbuck Potatoes, Northern Gold Logistics, County Line Seed with Precision Planting, C&W Transfer, Scott's Lumber, First Savings Bank, HH Design, Sand Lake Sales, Venture Communications, Metabolic Hoops Academy, and Britain Baseball and Softball Association. All right, Thursday night action down in